Yo, what's good, people? Welcome back to the Nerd Crate. So, part 4, how time flies. Uh, Maybe you read the description in the video by now, maybe. Um, Today we will not be talking about the hinge because that chapter is closed. Closed for good or for bad. One of the two things. I tried several things. First part you saw last week. I tried to build an actual hinge system to put little pins on the inside of the cutouts of the screen where I would have been able to actually hinge the screen in any angle that I would like to do. But unfortunately, it didn't work. Before I talk anymore, is the microphone even on? My front mic is on. See, now that is sorted. So the thing that happened with this is, at first on the one side, a little pin broke off. Okay, Hangouts on Air is cut off today. We got an alternative. We think so. So let's hope so. But today it still works. So I will use it. So, like I said, the first thing I tried was a pin system that I actually tried to build myself. Meaning I put little polystyrene pieces and put it inside the cutouts. You probably think, what is this guy talking about? This looks fine. Yeah, maybe it does, but it doesn't work the way I want it to. I'm getting there in a second. The thing is, the little pins I tried first broke on the one side, and when I thought, okay, you just widen the cutouts in those little bulges here, and this should do, just to give it some space, but it didn't, because I of course always had to yank in the little screen in there, too much force. So this was not what worked. Then the next part that I tried was to keep it as is, but close it off from the back. The next part that happened there was that the little hinge on this side forced his way up. This was the next problem. And that was yesterday evening, actually. That was yesterday evening, and I was almost like, dude, fuck this shit, I'm done here. Really. Let me pull out the chat real quick. Just get on the screen and then close this off and pop the screen out for any of you guys so I see actually what's happening. There's this, there's the screen, short alignment, and we're ready. So what I tried, what you maybe saw, of course, who else? Like I said yesterday, who left that bomb in here? Let's keep it English for this one. So what I tried for this last try, actually just a few minutes ago, were two methods. Number one, I tried to heat up a needle and push it through. That didn't work because the material would essentially cool around the needle and I wouldn't come too far, and also the needle is too hot, and all just things that didn't work out. So the next thing I tried, because that's where you brought me to, Dan, was trying to drill, and I thought, there is a bit of flesh, and this is a thin fucking drill. Let's just give it a try. I went in there, the first, I think, millimeter worked, and then it cut itself. What the hell is now? There. It cut itself on this side, here where my finger is on the screen. Outside there, I already filled it up again and sanded it down, so I repaired it, but it also did pretty much the same thing. On the outside, like here, yeah, you should see it. It's now a little bit translucent because, of course, I filled it up with styrene and also super glue, and then I sanded it down, and now it's okay again. And, or more correctly speaking, but I was pretty pissed, pretty and plenty pissed. So the joint system is done for me. That chapter is closed. It works well enough. It's got a tight tolerance, a little bit of something. It holds and it folds down and such, and it somewhere holds in there. It yanks itself out in several, I don't know, several situations. But the alternative is to have it glued in place, and I don't want that. So I will keep it like it is. I got the keys. I got the but see, let it fall and it splits. But I think I will keep it like that. It's okay for what it is. I'm happy I got it to work either way, and let's see where it all leads. So for now, or for today, I don't know how long the stream is. I think this will be the shortest one, but nevertheless, I want to show you progress. What I want to do today is, let's split the screen from the keys again. I want to paint this. I want to paint this as good as it gets and see what the first layer is actually coming out, or how the first layer is actually going to look like. Still a few things here and there, a few kinks to do. That's something I just see on the fly, like where I go. So I just do it where I can. Keep it simple, and hopefully it all works. It's gotten a little more frustrating than I hoped it would be, but that's no news. That's a scratch build. Frustration is pretty much, I don't know, risk of on the job, I would say. So like I say, I will paint this, at least the basis, like having a black, and also then trying to kind of prime the keys in gray, and then silver on top of it, and see how this comes out. I did a test print for the little inlay I want to have for the actual pin. I don't know if you can see something. Kind of hard to see. Wait a second, let me try something. Maybe you see it better like this. Maybe you see a slight thing in there. It says pin enter combination like it does in Terminator 2. The Atari portfolio is way too small, and so I have to see what I will do about that. I think I will need to size it up a little bit to have it look good. But like I said, for colors today, I want to use Decor Matte Black. This is just an acrylic color I got from the tinkering shop. You should get something similar, like wherever you sit in a Hobby Lobby, Dollar Tree to call it American sided, and something else. So this is matte black color. I will use this. Then I will use light gray for the basis of the keys. I actually think I will do the keys maybe first. No, I don't think so. And as a last on top of it, I will just take varnished silver from Hobby Line. I don't know if you can get it. So there should be this. For the Atari logo on the portfolio, I actually bought a new brush, like super thin. Like you can see my fingernails beside it, so it's almost as thin as a fingernail. I searched for it thoroughly in the hobby shop to see that I can get a clean one, so I can actually, I don't know, paint like the letters and everything. Here's hope. Cheers. Maybe a gin tonic later. I don't know. Maybe. I still got Battle Angel Alita running. Cool movie while I'm on it. Review soon. Beautiful steelbook. A little too plain on the backside, but beautiful nevertheless. Oh, hey, Dan. if you're still in the chat. Light stream next week, Voice of Kaon? I think so, huh? I don't like that message up there. Google Hangouts will be shut down August 1st, today. So maybe if you can arrange it, kind of a test or something, or maybe I do a test over the weekend and you pop in or something like that. I think that would be the best call, right? Just to test it somehow. Otherwise, oh, dope shit, yo. Oh, cool. Right, it's Friday. It's your home office. What time frame? You got a time frame? Nevertheless, you just type and I do. So I got a little plate for mixing colors because the gray needs to be a little bit lighter. Man, it looks horrible. The hair is back with my cat. Fucking awesome. You know what I'm talking about. And a little cup of water to clean up the brush. Le brush. And then I have the brush. And then I'm just gonna fold down the camera again. Light is still pretty good. 9 to 11. 9 to 11, 9 to 11. Later is a little bit hard, I guess, huh? Due to your kid or something? 9 to 11. Yeah, no matter. No matter. I would just get up by 10, take my foldy fucking face in front of the camera, we just try it out. We just shoot the shit! We just shoot the shit and see what it comes out of. So, a little bit of shaking. I just needed to do it. That was a good setup. So, oh, that black looks pretty fucking cool. I like it. Kind of like a little bit flourish. So, I just see the underside looks pretty horrible. I didn't check the underside for any super glue blemishes or something. You see, there's always something a little bit, yeah, on the lower side you see it there, something a little bit uneven. It's due to the super glue, and I just take my little super fine grinding block and just grind away at it. I think otherwise everything else is as clean and everything as it can be. There can actually be some super glue. I just feel it. So a little layer of super glue on the side to even it all out. And on the top side a little bit more grinding. It's pretty cool. You can do it while the glue actually cures. And while you're at it, god damn, what's the matter with this key? It's super far up. Let's just cut it down to size here. There we go. Just see that you have it all as smooth as you can, otherwise you'll be hating life. So we got this is good. It can be a little bit more, let's call it evenness. This is a word, I don't know, who gives a shit. So we put it here, we put it here. I think that's about right. Okay, we got this. I already see it coming. I painted the first layer, and then all these little kinks and problems turn up, and then I need to clean up some more because white on white is a little hard to see. This could be a rhyme. I need to think of something. So this is out. This is pretty smooth. This not completely, but we can help curing it a little bit. 1 p.m. the latest. Okay, dope. 1 p.m. the latest. Yeah, I think I'm not going to bed too late today. The stream is not going to be too long. Yeah, let's just shoot for 10. Let's just shoot for 10. Then I'm not putting too many branches between your legs, and you can do everything what you want to do and what you need to do. And I got the rest of the day because I wanna make several movie reviews. I wanna make the Shawshank Redemption Digibook. I wanna do the steelbook for Battle Angel Alita, and I wanna do the Mule. 3 things, and I want to push those out over the next weeks to have a review during the week, pretty much instead of this. So I think I got a movie review kind of format. So some super glue to actually clean out and make this outer surface, like this lower outer surface, really fine and looking good, because everything else, of course, it will look a little bit rough, but when we're able to clean it up, and it's easy to do, we should actually do that, which is what I also did to my Devastator pieces. Of course, there are a few areas where it was a little bit hard, a little bit harder than you would actually think, but in the end it was pretty worth it. So we got this here. This looks fine. This looks fine. Okay, that's it with the super glue. 10 is perfect. Excellent. That's it. Nailed it the fuck down. Oh, also, another thing I tried, just closing down my printer. Another thing I wanted to try, but then in the end, my logic thinking was like, what the fuck are you talking about? No way this will work. There's this little Band-Aid cover I had left, and I thought, this side is smooth, meaning you could actually use this to glue this like to this part here, and then you try and wrap it around and have it as a thin layer of plastic around it to close off the sides where the pin system comes out of. The problem is, of course, there was no way this was working, because of course I always needed to push in the screen first. So having the screen in there and the pin system, how am I supposed to get this inside there? Problem. Big problem. Like, this build is crazy. I could have used another hinge system, but I wanted to do it the right way, or as best as the direction in the right way was allowing it to be. You know what I'm trying to say. um, but like I said, it's a compromise. Scratch builds are always compromises, and I'm happy I didn't fuck this up completely. Like, I'm really happy that I was able to fill out this drill cutout, and I will be able to paint it still. So this is not a win-win. This is a loss win. Let's call it a loss win. It's at least that's what's going on there. So I grinded out a few pieces. Looks pretty good. So let's give it the first layer of paint, and we're just taking cat hair in the brush. Oh my god. Oh my god. To phrase Emma Stone from Easy A. Oh my god, dude. Beautiful movie. Emma Stone at her finest. So cutting away a few bristles. And yeah, let's just try the outer part here. Let's see how good we worked. There's something a little rough already. We may or may not have to grind this down. So we got this here, we got this here. Oh, this looks smooth. Yeah, this looks smooth. This I like. Yep, it's good. Let's try the top here. tell you with some color. This will look pretty good, I think. He says, and then it looks fucking, I don't know, mushroom with mold on it or something like that. Oh, we need to. Oh, with another layer of paint, it could look good. But this side, I think this is pretty clean. A loss, win, a draw. Essentially, you're right. Essentially, you're right. But but a draw is like in the same time frame, you know. But a loss win to me is something that turned out as a loss at first, but you were able to turn it around. So you could call a loss win a compromise. I think, at least. If this makes any sense currently, and to viewers, probably not, but I think it's alright. So, we got this here. The lowest part will not be painted for now. Oh, this is drying so fast. Me likey. And it looks good. I will keep this side plain either way. Surprisingly logical. Surprisingly due to the situation, or surprisingly due to my person. Take care now. Take care now. This side I will keep plain because I will have the other plug with the cable for the debit card. So I will keep it now as is. Let's see the back side here. How this will look. Oh, but I'm liking what I see. It's a little. But that's the thing, you know. Here, that's the interesting part. Do you actually see those little Come on, girl. There. You see those little, I don't know, bulges? That's the part that felt super even when I went over it. And I can choose. I take the situation. Thank you. It looked super even when I went over there. And now, taking the paint to it, it's looking pretty rough. But that's always the interesting part. You live and you learn. So a little paint to the sides of the hinge system, not too much, because the hinge system is supposed to work in the end. So the hinge system turned out pretty smooth, if I'm allowed to say so myself. That's good. Cat hair inside the paint. Oh my fucking god. So we got this, and keep this like this. This already looks pretty dope, I gotta say. Sorry, I just have to. So we continue with the screen, or the lid, or whatever you want to call it. This only needs a few seconds, so we're just painting the first layer. Finally some payoff here. Let's just try and keep the direction of the brushes. And the good part is, on this corner is the part where I cut it open with a drill. Nowhere to be seen. I guess I did my job. So we got this. We paint this in here a little bit. And a little bit in here. Same deal. This corner right here was where I cut. Fucking zoom. This is where I cut, and the cutout area is nowhere to be seen. So happy with that. A little bit of a go around in here. The inside of the screen actually is pretty. I don't care about too much that goes like that, because the inlay with the actual screen will be in there either way. So we got this. Ah, cheesesteaks. Dude, I'm fucking jealous. Enjoy, man. We'll talk tomorrow. So, all of this is now dry, which is good. So we just paint up the keys. And then the rest of the keyboard slash lower part will get a second layer. I'm looking forward big time to actually paint the keys. I like stuff like this. Oh, what's that? Looks like there was some build up in between. Some build up in between. Yeah, there was build up in between keys. So, like I said, in between, when you're doing stuff, there's always portions that you will see while you paint it. But now it looks pretty good. Happy with this. The black already makes it way more even and way more smooth, like even in terms of how the keys actually look. So, second layer here. I don't like how this looks. Second layer here was a bad call. We need to grind it down first, but the sides can have a little bit more paint. The evenness there is enough. And the same goes for this here. This looks pretty good. What we also need to do, and I want to actually do this with a scalpel, I want to have some paint, of course, in the little data or memory card slot thingy too, like the best I can, and I don't want to fuck up a brush for that to get in there and actually I don't know, finagle all the, I don't know, bristles and everything, trying to yank some paint in there. So I will do this with a knife and just push the paint in there. Or so I hope. This looks pretty good. Yeah, I think it's okay. We keep it like that. Second layer over on the side. And we keep that. So there's that. This is starting to look quite nice, I gotta say. So now, taking it like this, and a few strokes over here, and a bit more on the top. And I like this black. This is super cool. Looks totally like the material. I really like it. Keeping the brush lines, very important. And on the side. And a little bit here. So this is also already almost dried, but not quite yet. You see, this is where you can make mistakes. Sometimes I'm a little bit too fast. I thought this is dried up already, and it wasn't. It's not a problem. You can take the paint and not just use it elsewhere. Now, this is already almost dry. So we can take this actually. Man, this is quite looking like something already. With the keys and all. I think that's dope. I want to share around the link to this. See if someone's gonna pop in here. Share to a group. Real quick. And then we'll just shoot the link in there too. There's that. So this is dried up. Gotta pop the chat and everything back up. Or else I'm gonna see something there. So we got this here. Like the backside I don't care too much about. So got this here. Here we see a bad call. I cut in the little speaker lines. Those are barely visible. I may need to come up with something for that. Don't quite know what, but I'll make it work. So this. And trying to keep the brush lines. This is looking good. Really, really good. Liking it. We got that. Now we paint the underside and hope that the see-through light from the memory card slot will then be gone. And maybe I even, I think that's a cool idea. Maybe even gluing the copyright and everything on the lower side. I think that could be a cool detail too. I think I would do that also. Almost an hour live already. Time flies. Time flies bad. Sorry for the short gaps. Just wanna let it cure and then be able to continue. But that's pretty much also what's gonna happen today. Just a little bit of painting. Just a little bit of painting. See where it all leads. And if we're somewhat successful with it all, what currently actually looks like. So, lower side is already cured. This is crazy. This paint cures so fast. Enjoying the hell out of this. To other people this sounds super boring. Like you are enjoying the hell out of what? Out of paint. Paint? As in gooey colored shit on a brush and then on a canvas? Yeah, paint. Why? Because paint that's gets processed easily is just so much fun. Turning a little dark. Solved. So that's the cool thing about two sites, two kind of construction sites. You just go from one side to the next, back to the other, smooth mistakes out on the first, go back to the other, do some more. This way you can finish a small project in a relatively small amount of time, still make it look pretty good. In Transformer news, TFW2005 just posted G1 Decepticon cassettes cited at Canadian retail. Let's just read a little. What do you say? Let's just read a little Transformer news. Jada Toys. Transformers Nano Hollywood Rides Movie 3-pack out at US retail. Okay. Next was the Decepticon cassettes. We already had those. Then Takara Tomy Transformers Cyberverse September releases new official images, and that is for Cyberverse TCV 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16, which are in that order: Turbo Change Prowl, Turbo Change Shockwave, Jet Mission Prowl, Shovel Fighter Starscream, Battleship Power Bumblebee, and Wingfire Optimus Prime. And we got the Ages 3 and Up newsletter. And I just saw something about Unicron. How about we look up how Unicron is faring, like the crowdfund. No, not unicorn. Why is everybody taking unicorn out of Unicron? Let's see. I gotta type in the good way. This is not taking us anywhere. Hasbro Pulse. There we go. The last status for Transformers War for Cybertron Unicron is 2,106 backers. Means a quarter. Roughly over a quarter. It's August 1st. So we have 30 days left to make Unicron a reality. If this works. Oh well. Next up, Transformers Earth Wars event. There's something for me now. The Golden Lagoon. Some cool stuff in there to win, I guess. And then Transformers trading card game introduces War for Cybertron Siege 2 featuring Titan Triptychon. Okay. That's hard. BBTS newsletter. And then we have a rumor. Beast Wars Masterpiece MP48 Lio Convoy, possible content, accessories, price, and release date. Of course, 1 Lio Convoy toy, 4 Lio missiles, 2 Lio beams, 1 manual, a Cybertron Buster, a character card. It retails at 20,000 yen, approximately $184.27. American dollars, that is. Pre-order start August 7th, release date by the end of February 2020. And as the last, we had Flame Toys Furai model IDW Thundercracker at US retail. I mean, I found Gundams Gunpla in a Mueller, a shop not too far from me. So that was a surprise. But okay, we got this layer down. We add another layer. because it's still looking a little bit rough, and we're doing this layer a little bit thicker and runny color noses. We just take as an, let's call it an attachment point for the copyright plate I want to put under there. That's looking fine. That's good. And the screen got a few scratch marks. Not too scratch real, I suppose. But we're also gonna varnish the hell out of this. So brushing it down a little bit. Actually brings in the structure of the material, which I really like. It's looking really good. Liking where this is going. So we did that. Next up we're gonna do the gray. Not that. That. The gray and the silver for the sorry, I lose my straw every now and then while I'm talking. For the keys. For the keys, that is. But we need to streamline this here a bit more. Just a little bit. So, just turn around and getting another brush here. Which one to get, which one to choose? This one. Another new one I really wanted to try. I got this for a while, and I think it's a good size for that. You can just put a drop of gray paint on the keys and start painting fairly soon. I really like that. What does the smartphone say? Got that on the charger. My dad called. Sorry, Dad, gotta call you back. In a little bit. It's not going too long anymore here, guys. But I just wanted to show you the process with the paint and everything. I think this is very important to see where this is actually going. So there's this. That's okay. Actually, is a need to have a little bit more of the black paint in between the keys, because in between the keys is also a little bit of magic needed. So just a little layer of black in between there still. Because of course you also need to have all the edges and nooks and crannies and whatnot in between there all painted up rather nicely, or else this would look like a fucking kindergarten toy, which we do not want. I need to carve up the back here with those bulges. That's not looking too cool. I need to something about this. So letting this dry here. And then I want to check out my picture reference, and what we got here is that the that the shell here, the outer shell for the screen, actually needs to be a light gray, but it's not too good to have it a too light shade of gray. And now I need to recut the speaker lines into the top here. And I think I'm happy with what I did here. That's okay. I will keep it like this. Better than nothing. And it's 1/6 scale. I mean, hello. So what we're going to do is we will take the paint from the old gray and take some of the new black and mix it in there and make a new gray, a darker gray, for the top part. But this is really weird, like the light gray swallows up the black. I've never seen something like this happen before. This is crazy. How fluid is it? Pretty fluid. I would like to take a drop in there, but the black is not letting me actually do it like this. A nice big drop of black in there. This is going somewhere. And still the light gray is swallowing up the black. I've never seen something like that. You've seen how light the black actually was, and this is how light it still is. Like Rob Ross, the Jar of Painting, you know it, man. How you doing? Cool that you're here, man. Like, checking it out either way. Yes, I'm keeping English, but I know you got no problem with that. You're better at English than you think. But yeah, it's a little bit of in the same ballpark of Mr. Ross. So we'll just try see how this actually will look. Roll your brush gently down the line. The bullshit I'm talking while doing this is absolutely hilarious. To me at least. And it seems to be to others as well, because the streams are pairing quite well. So we got this. Yeah, I think the tone is cool when I look at my little reference picture. Sometimes you go a bit too far, then you need to take a bit more black in the end. But this is what happens. Like I say, like I always like to say, it's a scratch build after all, so who gives a flying fuck? So this is looking quite nice. Very happy where this is headed. So went a little bit overboard. Hey Dave, man, what's good? You made it. Like, I don't know if you're pedaling back to the beginning, but like the last week I was kind of finished with the joint system, but it didn't quite work out as I hoped it would. So there's actually the need to be done with it and say, okay, we tried our best, but this is as far as we go. We'll keep it like it is. And now we're back to painting, or we're already painting. I think that's a better call. And with the paint I just mixed up, I'm really liking what I'm seeing so far. If you stay here, you know what I mean. So we got this, we got this, we got this rather clean. Black on the inside here. There's that. Painting can be fun. Painting can be fun if the scale is not too rough. Dude, my hand is not what it was. My hand is not what it was, but I'm pretty happy with the steadiness. No jitter. A refreshing beverage. So we just did part of the screen, top and back. I think this is looking pretty cool and I'm happy with it. So we can close up the dark gray I just did. Do I need that some more? More and more and more. Problem with the retro tunes, they pop into your head. I don't think I need this gray anymore. Happy. Very happy. The slot is actually dark now. A little bit black here and here. Just gently brushing over it. So, some black here. And then we can actually try the light gray on the put my finger into the paint. Motherfucker. The amount of motherfuckers during the area or the time frame Tuesday to Wednesday was pretty funny. There were a lot of motherfuckers during the day. That was fun. That was big fun. So, I think I like this. I like where this is going. I think when I'm done, it's could look actually pretty fucking cool in photos. So, light gray. Light gray as the basis for the basis of the keys. That's what I meant to say. I'm not doing the diagonal cutouts because that's just too much. There's an area in my life where I say, okay, this is as far as I can go, and this is it. So we got the keys, we got the gray, and now we're painting the keys gray. This is where it's all starting to be worth it. Is it all still here? Hey Larkin, what up? Guys, do you still see the camera? Can you just tell me? I just had a problem with my graphic card, which is bad. I got the feeling that I just went black. Is that true? Okay, you guys can see me. Okay, that is good. That is very good. So then I just say, fuck that, I can see it, but if you guys can see, that's the important thing. Of course, the problem is that I don't see what I'm doing. Although I can just actually, let me just try something. There, I'm back. I just cut it real short. Okay, that's very cool. That's very cool. Hey Larkin, since you're here, man, cool that you're on my live screen. Welcome. So you already saw the thumbnail, I suppose. But what I'm trying to do is a 1/6 scale Atari portfolio for my 1/6 John Connor, and I had some problems with the hinge system, but this is what I came out with so far. Like the keys cut out single-handedly, and now I'm painting them gray as a basis for silver. I painted the frame for the actual little screen, and I will print out little screen inlays, and the backside will also have the logo, and also like the underside of it will actually have the credits and copyrights and everything. So just as a short synopsis where everything went so far. If you like to check out the other ones, I did 3 parts already with everything where I covered it quite thoroughly. So um, appreciate that you're here, man. Pretty dope, cool. Like I said, I mean the live chat the last time around was a little bit lit, but appreciate you and Kato's work on the live stream thing. I totally forgot the time frame actually where Hangout is actually going to go down, and you really put me up to speed. And I'm gonna try Lightstream tomorrow with Dan of Sentinel Bay Reviews, so we have a viable alternative to Hangouts, because yeah, like I said, it's idiotic that they are killing Hangouts. But that's the dope thing about community, you know? Like, even if you're not too directly involved with each other, you're still kind of looking out for each other. You're doing test runs for shit, and people are actually lapping it up, because of course you want to do stuff like this, but you can't always do it the way you want to, or it's a little bit more sophisticated as your knowledge is, to call it like that. I hope this makes some sense what I try to stutter around here, but I'm concentrating on painting fucking 1 square millimeter keys on a 1/6 scale replica Atari portfolio in, I don't know, kind of a humid and steaming hot 90-degree room, which could be worse but also better. Yeah, although it comes down to the people, and sometimes the people is also, on the other hand, what the problem is. Today we just had a little bit of a problem in a group regarding a certain individual, Mr. Tron Viper in the chat knows what I'm talking about. So a fan, yeah, of course. I got a fan on the other side, but I got no space in that area. I'm working here, man, to actually put it up and have it actually ventilate me in a way that I would like. So it's not as bad like when we had that heat wave, but still warm enough. So yeah, like I said, guys, appreciate that you're here, appreciate that you're watching. In that sense, I'm a bad YouTuber. I always say, hey, I appreciate you guys looking, and well, I don't say that. That's what I actually want to say. I always say, hey, if you like it, leave a like, leave a subscribe. But I barely say I appreciate it, and I appreciate more. I appreciate it way more than people are actually knowing it, because in Germany it's a small fucking community. Like if you call Transformers or nerd shit in general. So every person that's actually on my channel and checking stuff out and liking what I do, I don't say it too much, but I appreciate it back to big time, really big time. All right, man, take care. So Dave, you still here? While I'm waiting for the answer, I can tell you that I'm almost done with priming the keys. And the interesting thing is, sometimes they are pretty similar, and sometimes I see, god damn, you cut them up pretty differently. Yeah, and I suppose I appreciate your support, bro. So I don't know who's watching this, and actually I don't quite care. It's my channel, but you saw the thread got deleted, you know, from the logs. Just a short thing. I don't want to hijack this thing here with community bullshit, but it's an interesting topic. And you know, there's this focus group chat, and they're actually not throwing out bug. They're saying we didn't do anything in the group itself, and we can't police the internet. Like essentially they're right with this, but only essentially, because he already did stuff in the group. But now he didn't do it in a group, and so they're not doing anything against it, which is a bad call in my book. It's their group. I'm not talking down on them, but I think this could send some bad signals. This is hard fucking work. And I'm not even paid for this. Can you believe this? I'm doing this and I'm not getting a single fucking cent. I would get paid for shit like this. I would be a fucking millionaire. Yeah, I'm not doing this too long today, and I'm not too. Sorry for the crash. My my workstation is having a few problems lately. I think I'll need to do something about it shortly, so I will. This could happen a few times. I hope not too much, but just so you know, it could happen. But I think with priming the keys, I'm actually almost done. Only thing I need to do is to put a bit more black in between the one and or one or the other, and actually be able to mask a few mistakes, like where I cut the pieces, like here. That worked very well. Here too, and here. This looks good. This looks very, very good. Way better than I anticipated. Yeah, I just needed to reboot the camera. So, primed fucking keys. Pretty good, I think. Happy with this. Very happy with this. So, next up the silver. And then I like to call it quits for today. Thanks, man. Thanks. Happy where this is headed. Very happy where this is headed. Looking forward to actually putting it back together and then checking out how this actually then looks as a final. But so far I'm happy where this is headed. Like, I was so disappointed at first with the let's just call it a fail for lack of a better term of the hinge system that I came up with, but how the keys are actually looking is kind of making it all worth. So now for silver, and this will make it pretty much pop, I think. There was needed to be some more black, but I can do it in the aftermath also. So yeah, man, you know it. Gonna do some more pictures with this. Like I actually shot a few pictures on Wednesday noon with Dense Constructor. I mean, the one knee has a few problems, but otherwise this thing is a fucking beast. This is the construct. This is the Devastator we need. So, but do tell me, how about your work situation? Anything like feasible in due time? So we're almost the keys are done. Easy money, you know it. Easy money. Actually, think I need to rewatch that soon. But I'm gonna when I'm done here, I'm gonna finish up Battle Angel Alita, which is pretty cool so far. I don't know the original film slash series. I'm not too fluid on that, but the movie is very good. Christoph Waltz, Ed Skrein from Deadpool's in there. Jeff Fahey actually has a guest role as a bounty hunter. This new Blade dude is in there. I don't know his name. I think he's the main villain. And Jennifer Connelly. Dude, I was surprised Jennifer Connelly's in this. And she is a fucking MILF, I tell you. Hey, Michael, what's good? One of my boys from the VOK crew. Actually, VOK live chat 101. He was in the first ones already. So if there's something like a VIP club for it, you will get it. Oh guys, I'm so happy when I'm done with this. Holy hell, I cannot see those keys anymore. When I'm thinking about being or getting older and not being able to do this anymore, I don't know. I don't like the sound of that or the thought. You know? So much stuff I did and I got some good capabilities. Not having those anymore, jeez. This could be the end of it all. Yeah, my account. It is what it is, dude. It is what it is. Yeah, man, Jennifer Connelly, dude. I didn't know either. I was very fucking surprised that she's still so hot. It's one of those few actresses. Man, I need to clean up the thread on the color here. So much goo that's not making it work. There we go. She's actually like one of those teen or child actresses that actually pulled through. Quite the career, like in many ways spoken. Also, a good role of her was also in Requiem for a Dream. There's that. It needs to be a little bit more silver. Squared that out. Squared that out. Squared that out. I think that's looking good. I think I'm done for today. Alright, man, we'll do. Wait a second. That's the keyboard. That's all done, pretty much. Grinded, primed gray, and then silver acrylics on top. Grinded the little portions in there out. The hinge system comes with little slot for the memory card. Hard to see now due to the paint, of course, but yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it. Need to do a little bit more to it, but I think for today I will actually keep it like it is and be happy about it. So putting it back together could be interesting. Yeah, I thought so. There goes the paint! Yeah, there goes the paint. Thought so. Maybe I will keep it just open. Just open and paint it with the logo. But then at least I will have an Atari portfolio. So with this, I'm pretty fucking happy. It's looking good. Thanks, man. Thanks, guys. Happy with this too. Like I said, I think I will actually glue the hinge system because there's no way I can actually paint it and varnish it and then having the tolerance to have it stay in any angle I want and not fuck up the paint. So I think I will keep it like this, like hinged at this angle, put the logos on there and be happy with it. I think so. What do you guys say? Glue and then better safe than sorry, right? I think so. I mean, it's my decision, but I appreciate your input. So yeah, but I will call it quits for today. Happy how this went. Happy how it worked. Happy that it's looking so good in the end. Yeah, Maicon, I know. I have a hard time thinking about that too, due to the hinge system and everything. But the thing is, you see here in the back those smudged parts. This is rubbed off paint. Yeah, it is stable, but it's only due to the paint, and I can't paint it and then also put a lacquer varnish like protection over it and not have the paint rub off. There's no way this is going to work. There's always something coming off. So I don't think I have another choice of gluing it in place to at least have the Atari portfolio. But I don't know. I will see how it looks. I will try it. I will actually try it. Let's just see. But for now, yeah, that's the state. That's how we got so far. That far. That way around like this, and a little bit more like this. Have a frame right. God damn. Not me so horny, me so warmy. Me so warmy. So, yeah. As always, scratch some paint off. So that's the state for today. Happy with this. It's a little bit rough, but once but the keyboard looks actually more straight than I hoped, or than I thought. And once the logo is on, I think I'm pretty happy. Not too often. I'm not opening it or closing it too often. Once it's in my display, it actually will be closed off most of the time. But I just wanted the option to have it open or close, you know, because if Hot Toys would have done it, and I want to have something like the same vein, then I want to have it like this too. But it's just too hard, you know. It's too hard to do it. Like the tolerance to have it like actually be able to have it like this and to tolerate it like that, and then also with the paint and everything. That's just too hard. So I think for a few poses I want to do for the pictures and everything, I would just keep it like that, and then I will have some, I don't know, maybe some Photoshop stuff where I have it in hand with a debit card in front of in the ATM machine, you know. So I think that's the way to go. I think that's better. So I don't know. I need to come up with something. I will paint it some more. I don't know if I'm going to go live with it again. Maybe a short one to show you the outcome, and then also do the final step, like with a. I think that's it. I got the last stream. I'm gonna paint it up, finish it up, and the last stream is gonna be presenting that and do the final step, like the screen and the logos. So guys, thanks for the chat. Chat was lit. Very happy with this. Like lit in my sense, but I'm happy that you guys watch either way. If you want to contact me, you know where I am. Details below. So I will see you, I think, Saturday. New movie review, and then Sunday. Have a good one, guys. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Take care now.